Greetings. Today we continue our study in the book of Revelation. We begin chapter 17 today, which is about the judgment of the great whore. We'll look at the first 6 verses for a text. It says, "And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, or come here. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away into the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration." The apostasy of the great whore is ancient. However, its leavening effects are contemporary. 1 Timothy 4:1 says, "Now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils." Again, in 2 Timothy 3:1, it says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come." Verse 5 says, "Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away." Galatians 1:6, "I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Christ unto another gospel, which is not another gospel, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Christ." You see, there's only one true gospel, but there are many perversions of that one true gospel. The great whore of Revelation 17 is called, all capital letters, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. We find ecclesiastical Babylon described in verses 1 through 6. We find ecclesiastical Babylon detailed in verses 7 through 15. And we find ecclesiastical Babylon destroyed in verses 16 through 18. The details of chapter 17 and 18 are given to explain to us in greater detail the simple fact that is presented in Revelation 14, verses 8 through 20, which the 7 vials or bowls of God's judgment fulfill. We just studied those in chapter 16. Exactly who is the object of God's wrath? And why are they so deserving of such wrath? Well, the answer to these and others questions are now answered for us. For example, the great whore of Revelation 17:1 is the woman in verses 4 and 16, which is also a city according to verse 18. In Revelation 11:8, Jerusalem, where our Lord was crucified, spiritually is called Sodom for her immorality, and she is called Egypt for her idolatry. In Revelation 14:18, we find these words, "Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." Jeremiah 51 verse 8 says it this way, "Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if be so she may be healed." In Revelation 16:9 we read, "And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before God to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath." Jeremiah 50:40 says, "As God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein." chapter 51, verse 13 of Jeremiah, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thy end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. In Jeremiah 51:6 says, Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Continuing in the verse 7, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed? We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Jeremiah 51 and verse 53. Though Babylon should mount up to heaven, and though she should fortify the height of her strength, yet for me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord.